Stop it!
What does it take to become a cop?
Oh my God. I think we better step back.
Off you go then, please.
Gwent Police's new recruits are letting the cameras follow their first months on the beat.
You are the people that will make the biggest difference.
Dogs, there you are!
Oh, it's mad.
They come from all walks of life.
I was working part-time in a supermarket.
I was working in a pharmacy.
I was a postman. What? Bang!
But they have one thing in common.
I wanted to help people.
Well, we just want to make sure that you're safe.
With police forces busier than ever
This has got the potential to be worth like millions of pounds.
and public confidence at an all-time low,
Calm down.
it's never been tougher to be a cop.
It's hard when they tell you they don't like you, you're a police officer.
We're there to support you. We're only trying to make the streets a little bit safer.
After 6 months in the classroom, they're hitting the streets.
Vehicle stung.
Under the watchful eye of their tutors, they've got just 12 weeks to prove they have what it takes.
I don't think anything can prepare you to be a police officer.
Policing is one of the most challenging things I've ever done.
Oh, God.
These are the rookie cops. 4 a.m. in Newport. While the city sleeps, rookie Emma Marie is up early for her first covert operation.
Morning.
I literally had no clue what it was about.
Coffee, tea?
Coffee, please.
Coffee, how do you take it, Ed?
All I knew that I had to be in at 4 o'clock in the morning, which, you know, is early, very early to get up.
OK, so it's a misuse of drugs warrant. Any arrest would be made, obviously, by us. That's the target address. It's being used by drug dealers and drug users to cut up Class A drugs from a supply in the Newport area.
I think it was like 12 weeks they'd been investigating and they got loads of intel. So they had then a warrant then to bash down their door, basically.
Several warning markers for weapons, drugs. He has access to firearms. Officers with Taser will be going in first. If we do identify him at the address, we need to detain him quickly and handcuff him as quickly as we can.
In my head, I always picture the worst situation. Of course, I get worried I'm going to get hurt, but at the end of the day, they give you enough training to try to avoid it.
This morning, Emma Marie is working with experienced tutor Ed.
The main mission was to go in, secure the address, and locate any drugs at that property.
Ed's been an officer for 14 years and tutored more than 20 rookies.
They're obviously going to incidents where they've probably never attended things like that in their whole life.
Still too early, isn't it?
There's like no cars on the road.
The only way you're going to get the practice is by going out and doing it.
They had firearms, they had like different people from different stations and stuff.
Sit your camera on, because what they do on is all the beeps going off, all right?
Okay.
Obviously, it's the element of surprise. I think we parked 200-300 metres away from the house.
We had to run as well to the house, which was like, that time of the morning is not good. And there was drones as well, which I thought, oh my gosh, this is a good operation, where the drones flying to see if anyone was escaping out of the house, basically, so they'd be able to see where they were.
Again. Get in!
They were like, go, go, and I was like, okay.
There was 3 or 4 males there. Could have been in a hostile situation, which could have been a bit worrying if things turn the wrong way, basically.
Ems.
The 4 men are handcuffed and Emma Marie is tasked with guarding them.
Where do you want to go, fella? Do you want to sit there or do you want to sit on the floor?
I did get nervous, but I was at the same time, I was like, well, what can they do? They've got their handcuffs on, so all they can do is really just shout bad things.
I haven't been on the others.
While Emma Marie keeps watch over the suspects, the house is thoroughly searched.
What's this about anyway?
There was crack cocaine that was found, loads of money and telephones.
That was found under the mattress, that was.
Yeah.
You're going to be doing an arrest, right?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And you're going to arrest the one all in black.
Right, okay.
For possession of Class A.
Yeah, possession with intent to supply Class A.
Class A. And possession of criminal property.
All right.
Which is money.
I just thought I was like, back up. But then when the sergeant called me in the hallway and said, right, we found this, you'll be arresting them, I just was like, excuse me, what?
With the students, first couple of arrests, they won't get out clear, they'll miss a line out. But after 5th, 6th, they should have it all together.
You want to go by there, fella?
All right, so I'm arresting you on possession of intent to supply Class A drug, and also criminal property.
Criminal property.
Criminal property.
Every time I have to arrest someone, it's scary because it's like still now I'm like, right, the caution, can I remember the caution?
Okay, you don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something will later arrive on court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. And the time is 06:32, okay?
And then when you do it, you're like, yeah, I arrested. But then after then you're like, oh dear, all the paperwork after this.
In Pontypool, rookies Drew, Rhys and Saskia are up bright and early too. This morning, tutor Steve is taking them to join the traffic cops on a special operation. For car-mad Drew, it's worth the early start.
Part of the reason why I wanted to come into the job, obviously I want to get into the specialist side of things. There's lots of different departments, different things you can do within the force. It's a rewarding job.
Rookies must get to grips with all aspects of policing during their 12-week tutorship. This morning's operation is a chance for Drew, Rhys and Saskia to deal with traffic offences for the first time.
Right, morning everyone. I don't know if any of you have done UTARs before, but what we're going to be looking to do is get stuff off M4, bring them in here, full driving licence checks, insurance checks, PNC checks. So make sure we tick all the boxes that we need to, okay?
Today I'll just be supervising 3 of them, and as tutors we can get a lot of the criteria completed to get them a little bit closer to being signed off.
With everyone briefed, specially trained officers head out into the rush hour traffic. On a busy day, it's estimated 100,000 vehicles use this stretch of motorway. Officers will stop any vehicles they suspect aren't road safe or are being driven illegally. As the first vehicles are brought in, the rookies get to work, checking for tax and insurance and making sure they're road legal.
Hiya, you okay? Sorry if I just grab some details. Perfect, thank you.
It'll be down to the 3 rookies to issue what's known as a tour if anyone is found breaking the law.
So a tour is a traffic offence report. Basically, if you've got like a light out or a defect in your car, your vehicle, we give you an offence, basically like a ticket.
For Saskia, there's a lot to get her head around.
It's a bit of a dent, yeah. I've checked the tyre.
Is it defective tyre, is it?
No, I don't know, just if...
Obviously, give them a tour. If you're on about just that, yes.
Yeah.
Give them a tour for defective tyre.
No, I don't know much about cars. I'm learning, but yeah, I know.
But petrolhead Drew is in his element.
In Skewer Lord.
What is it?
Yeah. He was pulled in on suspicion of that offence, which obviously might seem quite insignificant to some persons, but so stuff like timber on the back that could come off and then potentially cause injury to other road users.
Even though it's within the bed of the transit, it is a case that it's classed as an insecure load.
But he was engaging, he understood where I was coming from, and as a result, why he was pulled in, he was well aware. So it was just a bit of education and then a report for the offence then.
I didn't think it'd be unsafe, like, I suppose if he bounces on a thing, he'll bounce off and then could cause accidents, but it's a new one on me.
While Drew deals with the van driver, another car is brought in by traffic officers. Now it's Saskia's turn to take charge.
I never dealt with any like sort of traffic offences, drivers with no insurance and things like that. But everyone always says it's either like black or white, like it is an offence or it isn't.
Have you got your driving licence, please?
No, sorry, I forgot. But I got police number.
For the insurance?
Yeah, have a look on in my email.
This is your reminder. So have you got anything to say that it has been renewed?
No, I didn't receive anything.
It turned out her insurance had run out the day before, but she thought she'd renewed her insurance, but she didn't.
I am going to have to report you for the offence. You can, obviously, you can't drive away until you've got insurance today.
But, yeah, I can buy insurance.
Yeah, but because of it's already been done, I still have to report you for the offence.
Okay.
So I just need to go through a process with you now.
When you're dealing with the situation, is remembering those processes and what's required of you, what you should be doing. But because of everything is so new, it's like information overload.
They're just doing some checks on the vehicle as well now, okay?
You know how long that takes because I got flight today.
You, sorry, what?
I got flight.
Oh, you got a flight. I think the vehicle's going to be seized. Okay.
At the time, she was on her way to the airport. I think she was going on holidays for like 3 weeks or something.
Let me just double check, see if I see what...
She was panicking and she was worried how long the process was going to take.
Is this being seized? Yeah. She's got a flight.
Where? When?
Today, now.
And you're trying to like remember everything and do everything right. You don't want to make any mistakes.
How do you do it at all?
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
So click on add to form.
It's not coming up.
It's quite a lot to take in, so I think remembering everything has been the most difficult thing.
We won't seize it, okay? But we need to see that proof of insurance. Once you show that to us, we'll let you go on your way then.
But the woman runs into another problem.
I need the driving license. They ask me for the number.
Is your driving license at home, is it?
Yes, it's at home.
Unable to arrange insurance and her flight fast approaching, she has to make other plans.
I can leave my car here?
Yeah, because it's got no insurance, you can't drive it around, so we'll have to...
But my friend can they pick me up?
Yeah, as a
Okay.
contingency, yes.
Yeah, because I do my best, you know, I try.
She now has an anxious wait for her friend, who can hopefully get her to the airport in time. The car, however, will be staying where it is. Back in Newport, Emma Marie and Ed are bringing the man arrested at the drugs warrant into custody.
We're in the queue. No, come on. You're in the queue.
Unimpressed by his unexpected wake-up call, the man starts causing trouble.
They stay on. I'm here. I'm not going away, please. Oh, no, they have to stay on. No.
We got him to custody and then he went to take his cuffs off and he was like shouting quite abusive stuff at me and Ed.
They look for something they can pick on you or whatever, but you're in control because that's why you're there, you're professional, and that's what you're teaching Ems as well.
He's tired. Woke him up very early.
You gotta take it on the chin. I think if you're quite sensitive to it, then yeah, you're not in the right job.
With the man now calm, Emma Marie's next challenge is booking him in with a custody sergeant.
2754.
They can refuse the person that you arrest and they have that power. So you could go to custody and full on think, yeah, this person needs to be arrested, and they could be like, actually, no, you can de-arrest them.
And we searched the property, and in his room we found Class A drugs.
So you've literally got to make sure that your circumstances of why you've arrested that person is to a T, so they reckon it's good enough for them to be in the cell.
With everything in order, it's job done for Emma Marie and Ed. his early start with the traffic cops, Rhys is meeting up for a walk with his mum and dog Beau.
I was born in Derry. Derry is basically right next door to Bargood. My first job, I said to my mother that I wanted to be was a zookeeper. She said that I can't be a zookeeper because there's no zoos around in Derry, really. Oh, yes.
Oh, well done.
Legend.
Oh, friend for life.
The second job I wanted to do was a dog handler in the police. So my dog is Beau. She's a bearded collie. It's basically a border collie with long hair and a lot of washing to do. But yeah, she's just mad. What do you think the family thinks of me joining the police then?
It was lovely. Proud, very proud. And Nan was so happy that she went to your passing out. She got all the pictures up of you. And yeah, she went over the moon.
My nan passed away 4 days after passing out. And yeah, I think it was one of the best days of her life, really. Yeah, she absolutely loved it. It was amazing seeing her there. And yeah, just being there for the sort of last moments of her life, really.
I'm so proud of him. I'm 81 years of age, and I never thought I'd see my grandson a policeman. He always said when he was little he was going to be a policeman, and he've achieved it.
And having achieved that childhood dream, Rhys now wants to see where his career in the force could take him.
So we're heading to Pontypool to go see the dog section where they're currently training. Maybe have a word with a couple of the dog handlers, a bit of advice. So how do you get into the sort of dog section and see what they're currently training their dogs to do? We'll see what happens, is it?
The force has 21 police dogs in service. It takes 3 months of intense training to get them ready for action. They can be used to find people, money, and drugs.
So how sort of difficult is it? Is it quite competitive?
Yeah, it is quite a difficult role to get into, just purely because there are many officers within Gwent Police who actually do the dog handling role. So you normally have to wait for a vacancy to become available. But they are out there. You just have to bide your time and get some general policing skills and experience under your belt, basically. That's one of the biggest things that you'll need as a dog handler, is sort of common sense and a level head, really. It's challenging, massive rewards, though. When training your dog to do something, and then when it goes out onto the street and actually produces it for you, and you have a result, that's massively rewarding, yeah.
Today, German Shepherd Mink is practicing tracking down and apprehending a suspect.
Dog, still you are!
Oh, it's mad. Fair play to him. The training with the dogs is incredible. And yeah, I've always wanted to work with animals, so being a police officer and working with dogs is sort of the best of both worlds, I suppose.
Now it's Rhys's turn to help out with the training.
Right.
How will he fare against the might of Mink?
Have you got anything sharp in any of your pockets? Any car keys, anything like that?
Warrant
Only just in case you fall
phone.
over, we don't want it dragging into any part of your body, that's all. Yeah, anything breakable as well.
Yeah.
Right arm a minute. Yeah, I wouldn't worry, he's a really highly trained dog. He's only failed this a couple of times. Today.
Today.
Okay, happy with that?
Banging. Yeah.
Nice broad stance. Just pull that back leg back a little bit first of all. Have your arm out, the dog is going to target you up by here. Just keep your fist tucked in, that's it. So that is all that the dog can see. So the dog will hit you. As soon as it does, just go with the dog, swing it just to take the impact off it, alright?
Yeah. Didn't really know what to expect, really. But I suppose the adrenaline sort of just takes over. Scary. incredible. Even the multiple layers I had on and the thick sort of suit that you have on, you still feel everything really, or quite a lot of it.
Oh.
I can't imagine what sort of skin on skin sort of contact feels like.
Down.
Oh, it's been amazing today. Good to have a bit of insight. Like, I knew quite a bit about the dog section as is, from just research and all stuff like that, but I think it's the first ever time I've been up in first person, sort of close proximity with it all, and the training, seeing it all firsthand is brilliant. Fair play. I'll stay on response for a bit more, get a couple of years under my belt, and see where it takes me then.
Midnight in Newport. Rookie Sophie and tutor Sal are heading out on patrol.
Never seen Chepstow Road so quiet.
You've said the Q word now, haven't you?
There is a word we don't want to say generally because it's always about luck.
You'd think we're out at like 4 o'clock in the morning, wouldn't you, right now?
What's the word I'm looking for?
Sometimes it can be, you know, relatively... Ooh, I can't say the quiet word.
I don't want to jinx it, but if it was going to be busy, you'd have about 3 or 4 emergencies already.
Are you able to attend to the emergency?
Don't say the Q word.
There's a male out on Chepstow Road. He's not with it. Hitting himself, pacing around there.
A man has been spotted in distress at the side of a busy road.
No visible injuries, but he's also talking about lots of voices in his head.
They weren't 100% sure whereabouts on Chepstow Road he was, on Chepstow Road, because it's a long road. Echo Lima 54.
With a rough location, the race is on to find the man and make sure he's safe.
Talking to himself, hitting himself, that sort of thing. So it's more a concern for safety. Remember, obviously, body cam on, approach with caution, yeah.
This is why I joined the police, really, which is helping people and trying to make a little bit of a difference out there.
So, there it is.
Yeah.
5-4, off with a male.
Oh, right, okay.
Did you say you were off at scene?
Yes, off with a male.
Hello. Hello. What's your name?
We could see that he was dealing with some sort of episode.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, sorry, love.
That's all right, what's your name? What's up? And where do you live, sorry? Where do you live?
On the road, thank you.
Just down the road. What's the street name?
I couldn't tell you.
No?
Right, okay.
That's fine, that's fine. Just take a seat, mate.
Yeah, sure, thank you.
We eventually convinced the male to sit down in the back of a police car. Soph is engaging with him, trying to get details out of him.
Has something been bothering you today?
Only myself.
Right, well, go on, talk to me. I know you've obviously gone out for some fresh air because something's bothering you.
Well, nothing really.
He seemed, you know, nice enough. We were just talking through what happened, whether you needed any help.
But you can't remember what address you live at either. Right, okay. Well, we just want to make sure that you get out of this rain and get warmed up and you're safe, mainly. I'm just concerned that you're a little bit distressed this evening.
Thank you.
You know, and we just want to make sure that you get home safely.
He's conversing, he's engaging with us, but he's not giving us the answers we want in order to help him.
What are you doing in Newport?
What do you mean?
Because you're in Newport at the moment?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where have you come from?
What? Cardiff.
So you've actually walked from Cardiff?
Oh, no, I haven't. No, it's close to that, isn't it?
Shall we take you back to Cardiff?
No, it's fine, thank you.
What do you mean it's fine?
His behaviour wasn't quite right. We did feel like he may potentially be under the influence of drugs.
We've had a call.
Yes, yeah.
Distressed male. hitting himself. Yeah. And when we've approached you, you were swinging your arms around like you were hitting yourself. So there is a bit of a concern that you might be going through a bit of a tough time, like.
At this point then, it was decided by one of the officers that a search was necessary.
As I'm continuing the search, Sophie gives me a head up saying, oh, look, he's pointing towards his leg.
I noticed that it was something potentially concealed in the back of his trousers.
What's this, mate?
It looked like a large object, whether it was a hammer or some sort of baton.
A knife in a sheath, a tube, you never know.
Can you take that out?
Of course.
You don't know, you don't have to strip off.
No, I've got to get up my trousers, haven't I?
Oh. He's then reached in and pulled out something like this big.
Oh, right. Okay. Just put it on top of the car a second.
He's then started fumbling about with it, all embarrassed, and just drops it in a puddle.
He was then asked what it was, and he concealed a large sex toy down his trousers.
Have I seen anything like that on a job before? Yes. But to be strapped to someone's leg, I didn't expect to come across that.
What's that? What's that? It looks like white powder to me.
Yeah. His belt bag was searched where some drugs were found.
No, don't give it to me.
I can't give it to you. It's keep your hands there.
No,
Is that crystal meth?
Keep it away from him.
He was then arrested by Sophie for possession of suspicion of Class A drug.
You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you don't mention something later on in court. Anything you do say may be given as evidence. Okay, yes. There we go. All right. I'm going to sit in the back with you as well, okay? Cheers.
Never assume, never expect. Expect the unexpected.
The man Emma Marie arrested pleaded guilty to possession of cocaine. He was given a conditional discharge and made to pay prosecution costs. The man Sophie arrested was made to attend a drug education course. And the uninsured driver made her flight to Thailand, just in time. Next time for the Rookie Cops.
Oh my God.
Bonfire night goes with a bang for Emma Marie.
That's what was put through the letterbox. That is crazy.
And all isn't quite as it seems when Alex is called to a report of a stabbing.
Oh my God. You could see the trail of blood coming from the kitchen all the way into the living room.